make your beaded napkin rings, you will need some beads that have an 8 to 10 millimeter circumference. Really important is that they have a 3 millimeter hole in the center. I like using wooden beads, but you can use any type at all. I wanted to make different colors so that every family member can have a different one, so I used red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple for a nice rainbow look. You also need 1 millimeter elastic cording. You'll need about 50 centimeters or 20 inches for each of your napkin holders. You might also want to have a craft awl in case the openings of your wooden beads need a little bit of opening. I'll show you that right now. Your holes should look like this, that you can see right through them. But some of your beads might look like this, where they're partially blocked. In this case, you're going to use your craft awl and just poke a hole right through, like this. You can do it from the top like this too. And there you can see that it has opened up. I like to separate my 30 beads into a group of 10 and another group of 20. Then take your 1 millimeter elastic cording, keep it attached to the spool if you can. If the end isn't sharp, just snip it off with your scissors because that way it'll go through the holes better than if it were frayed. Then you need to thread on your 20 beads. Okay, now you've got your 20 beads strung on. Next, you need to push them down a little bit and use your ruler, measure out and leave a tail that it is about 25 centimeters or 10 inches. Now, hold with your thumb where that 25 centimeter space is. Push aside so that you have these first 3 and then the 4th one here. Then take the end of the elastic and slip it through that 4th bead there. You have to go in the same direction so that your elastic makes like a loop. Pull it through and the 4 beads will pull together in a little ring shape. And you've got your tail that is 25 centimeters. There we go. And all the rest of the beads are up here. Now, slip one of your extra beads onto the open end. Push it down towards the others. And then from this other end, push one bead right up against the others on the other side there. And the second bead, we're going to do the same thing. Slip the elastic end right through the hole. Whoops, my elastic's a little bent here. So again, go towards the rest of the beads that are all strung together. Pull tightly so that the beads get pushed up against each other. There we go. It's starting to take shape. So again, pull 2 down, thread another bead from that group of 10, push the 2 beads there close to the end, and slip the elastic end through that second bead there. Again, go towards the other beads that are all strung together. Pull tightly. There we go. Again, 2 beads up here, string another bead from that group of 10, push it down, and slip the end of the elastic into that second bead and pull tightly. Okay. Again, 2 beads, 1 bead from that pile of 10 up here. Go through that second bead there and pull tightly. Continue like this until you use up all of the beads that are strung on the elastic, those first 20 beads. Pull tightly, and here you've got most of your things strung together and these last 2 beads left over from that original pile of 10. We're going to have to attach these 2 ends now. So first pull it really tightly, make sure that everything is pushed together nicely. Then with this end here, slip one of those last beads onto the end. Then you're going to pass it through that original bead here at the other end. So there we go. Go through it. If it's frayed, you might want to snip off the end so it passes through better. Then, see how it's going together? Take that last bead, stick it through here. And now you want to tie a knot. Pull it tight first and tie your knot. a double knot because you don't want it coming undone. And there we have it. Cool, right? Okay, we want it to be nice and tight. So what I'm going to do is snip off the elastic from the rest of everything. And now that we've got our two ends, we're going to weave them around in the opposite directions here so that the two ends meet in another point, like that. And we're going to make another knot just to make it more secure. So let's start with this longer end. Push it through. If it's hard to pass it through these beads because you already have two bits of elastic going through, just stretch the beads apart and the elastic will thin out as it stretches and you can get the elastic cording through better. Now take that shorter end, put it through just one bead. That way the two ends meet up here in another point, and again tie another double knot. Okay, pull nice and tight, and then snip off the ends, and you are done. Make one in each color of the rainbow and any other color that you want so that every person in your family can have his or her own color to keep his own napkin straight. And speaking of napkins, click on the link below this video for a really simple tutorial for making your own easy cloth napkins. See you soon.